What's up, guys? Nate from Frames Racing Customs here. I'm here to do a quick update on my Monaco project. It is almost done, guys. Almost. I've got one little thing to tackle, which which is just the radiator. Maybe fill in that little space there. I don't know yet. Oh, I guess I could put in the upper control arms. That would probably be nice. So, this stupid head. Oh, okay. I decided to go ahead and just use the square velocity stack from the 67 Pro Street, just because, you know, it doesn't look too bad on this car, but yeah, I couldn't find any top hats that I really liked, so I believe I showed the interior. It's completely done. A lot of you guys have probably already seen the progress on it if you're part of the Styrene Syndicate on Google Plus. I post on there. So that's the interior. Of course, I got my seat belts, which one came out looking really Really? Which one came out looking really super clean, and then the other one not so much. Of course, I tried to do this with the interior tub in the car, so I don't know why, but that's just how it happened. So one came out looking really good, and I was really happy with it. Went to go do the other one, and I just screwed it all up. But that's okay. Whatever. Front and rear bumpers are on. So, my black washed grille. Blacked out the actual housing. I ended up just painting the headlights white. It's got a pretty mean low stance to it. Nice rake look. Problem with this kit is the rear bumper actually doesn't fit. As you can see right there. Right there. It actually sits lower than the bumper sits against the car, which isn't accurate, but whatever. The car was already painted before I even got this far. I went ahead and did the I painted around the white in the center of this, because I believe back when in this era of the car they had clear or white lenses in their taillights for when you backed up for reverse lights. Some white lettering you can see, but the reason why they're tucked like that is because I screwed up on the tires. Here's the underneath. Need some detail painting. I have a really hard time with silver rubbing off, so I'll have to detail paint some of that. I don't know what my problem is. I let it dry for days before I start handling it. It just always rubs off. Maybe it's the silver I'm using, I don't know. So of course my traditional red control arm and red 4-way links. If you can As you can see way up in here, that's a brake. That was a big popular thing, I think, in the 90s. Was you had a differential brake for your car. Of course, it's got disc brakes in the rear, bigger disc brakes up front because that's how it would properly be. Ran my headers. Of course, they don't sit perfectly in line with these grooves in the chassis, but that's okay. I took these mufflers are from a are from the AMT 67 GTO kit. And obviously, as you can see, I cut them down and I bent them and glued them in place. And then I lobbed off, I believe these were attached to the rear end, because the rear end and the exhaust were one piece. So smoothed those out, cut some aluminum on the, what everybody loves to cut. They're cut on an angle, but everybody calls it the baloney cut. I don't know why, it doesn't look like baloney to me, but whatever. It's just always been called that since I can remember. Drilled the holes, super glued them in place, tried to align them as best as I could. I'm a little off, but that's okay. Of course, I have the modified rear rim, which this came off, the rims came off of the 69 Dodge Dart 2-in-1, the special edition, where you had slicks, but the depths of the rim were the same size. I didn't like that. I like, if I'm going to run slicks, my rear tires to be a deep dish. So I took the stock, the 67 Chevelle deep dish, cut out the face, and glued these in into place, and it came out just about seamless. There's the line right there, but when you look at it, you know, it's not all jacked up, and I got some stuff in there, it looks like. Maybe I don't. Oh yeah, I do, just a little bit. Actually came out looking really good. I got that out of my model magazines. So, and then of course, when you go to do a tub, a lot of the time they like to leave the stainless steel look or aluminum look. So I just did that just in the wheel wells, just because that's, I just like the way that looked. So this is all done with a couple of large sheets of bare metal foil. Because bare metal foil does an awesome job, and I'm sure if I wanted to take the time, I could probably polish those out to be even shinier, but I think it's shiny enough. As a lot of you guys may or may not know, I am not a huge fan of chrome or bling, or whatever you want to call it. On the older cars, it's alright because they didn't overdo it too much. You know, like this one, in real life, you know, it's not too much chrome. You had a little bit of chrome around the bezel housing here, the chrome bumper, obviously, some chrome on your hood, kind of chrome wheels, and then, you know, a chrome rear bumper. So, just not a huge fan of chrome. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get that radiator worked out somehow, and then it'll be done. And then I'll do, well, and then I've also got to repaint the hood here. Yeah. So, And then once I'm done with that, I mean, it's gonna be kind of be running back and forth on all kinds of things. I have this thing to finish up, which was supposed to be sent out to my mother almost a year ago. Oh yeah, I need to get that finished, and I need to get some of the stickers from back home, decals for the flight squadron back home, which is VX9. And I know that they have those online. I've seen them. I've got to do a red tape cover, I believe, or I think it actually comes with them in that particular decal set. But it's like $10, so I just really haven't had. Well, that, and I actually have to get online and order the stuff, and I just don't get online all that often on my actual computer. I won't do it for my phone, just because, you know, call me whatever, but I just don't trust putting any of that information from onto my phone. You know, I have already had too many problems. And basically the big issue with this one is I've been trying to do detail work, and I think I've been doing it the wrong way. But now it's trying to fix all that, and that's the look I was going for. And then so now that I've got it done up top, I've got to do it on the bottom. And what a pain in the ass that is going to be. Although I may not have to, I may just, whatever. Just put it there. I should have done a helicopter, but I can't find the one that my mom's worked on, so. Which is, an H1. I think she said an H1 AC, which is the tandem, not the side-by-side. I found some H1s that are side-by-sides. I have found an H1 AC online, but they want a hell of a lot of money for it, and as much as I love my mother, that's a little bit out of my price range. So if anybody's, and even in fact with that, if I can even go that route, I can go this route with it too. This is the FA-18E Super Hornet. This is the skill level 2 Revell kit. It's all in there. The only thing that's not in the box is the plane itself. If any of you guys are interested in it, and you want, you know where to get an H1 AC cheaper than what I found, or if you have an H1 AC that's not totally built yet and want to do a trade, I'd be more than willing to do a trade. I showed you there, that's easily sanded off. I believe that's just or wiped off, whatever. I believe it's just permanent marker. So, but I have a bunch of little details in there that I'm not a plane person, so I'm just rolling with the instructions. I don't really know. I do have a few pictures to go off of, but that's your cockpit there, all the switches and radar and all that stuff. That little yellow ejector seat pole, which was a pain in the ass. The joystick I did my best on. Looks like I got a little drop of something right there. the biggest pain in the butt was the seat. Trying to get it all to, why are you focusing on my pants? That's not right. Oh my goodness. Alright, so there you go. But yeah, I did my best. Like I said, I followed the paint instructions and everything on it. And like I said, all the other parts, they're in the box. They just, it just needs to be finished, be put together and detailed. And it's not that I've lost interest in it, it's just really, it's a lot of intricate detail, and I don't have all the right stuff for it. And I wasn't entirely super thrilled about not being able to find the attack copter, and yeah, so I mean, I have done little things to it here and there along the way, but not a ton. So anybody out there interested, you know, hit me up on Facebook, or hit me up here on YouTube, or you can hit me up on Google Plus, both at Famous Racing Customs and my other one at Nathan Isle. That'd be IHLE. You can find me both my names in the Styrene Syndicate. Yeah. So just let me know. Like I said, it was a present for my mother, and I just kind of lost track time of it, and not really interest. Just it's got a lot of detail that I just the detail work that I'm wanting to do is starting to just get to me. So let me know. And the other thing I'm going to be working on, I don't know if I've already got to this or not, which is obviously my truck. I'm trying to make this a replica of my 1-to-1 with a few little added touches of things that I wanted to do to it. Right now my biggest issue is this interior tub. I hate this interior tub. It's about as good as the interior tub on the tow truck. The tow truck, we all know how bad that one was. But I'm gonna do a couple little added extras. I have all this stuff here. Some of the things like these control arms need to go on the Monaco. I do have some detail stuff. Oh, actually, those door handles are going on the Monaco also. There's lots of detail. I have lots of little detail parts from other models. I've had a couple that never even got to a painting stage. They barely got into a mock-up stage. Or didn't get to a mock-up stage. I just started cutting for no reason. So that would be the 61 Impala 409 and the 67 Chevelle. Those two cars never got built, never really made it anywhere, except for the bodies made it to either the trash can, or I've used pieces of the bodies on other models. So yeah, but you know, whatever, it is what it is. So but yeah, I'm working on that, and then I have, you know, the one I'm working on for my stepdaughter. I still got to finish up the 40, I think it's the 48 Ford Custom Coupe. I've got my El Camino Monaco kit bash thing going on. I'm thinking about building like a rusty something or another. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. And then I believe this one's got the little deuce coupe in it, which I need to finish that up. This one is almost finished. It needs like 3 detailed parts. That's it. Like honestly, I should pull that one out and get it finished, but I just haven't yet. And then I cleaned up this area just a little bit. It needs to be cleaned up more. Moved my paints off the wall because they were weighing this thing down so much. It's quite literally is starting to come off the wall. So I have to find a place to put Dr. Cranky. I got all this stuff. I'm starting to mock up a floor, make like a little garage. That's what I've come up with so far. I have a bunch of this stuff which can be used for walls or whatever. I have spare wheels and tires, you know. So kind of jumped around on a couple different subjects now, and I need to get started working on some stuff. I need to get off of this camera and get things taken care of. So I'm gonna leave you guys. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, it's kind of early in the morning for me. Well, it's actually late in the morning for me, but it's my day off. It's a nice Sunday. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this video, and then I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. So this is Nathan from Famous Customs. Later.